initial reaction to these incidents of stampedes in Anambra, in Abuja, in Oyo?
Well, unfortunately, let me start by condoling the families of those who lost their lives and those who also have gotten injured as a result of this stampede. In a normal situation, we ought to have done a very long planning in whatever distribution that we want to carry out, no matter how small it is. Scientifically, you have to get the risk assessment, assess the risk. In assessing the risk, you'll be able to know the number of people that you are going to target, who are going to be the vulnerable people that you are going to give, and then you also be able to know the space you are going to use, and know the entry and exit points as you get there. Because in most cases, even if the distribution starts, you find out that as you go, you are coming back through the same route, then you are going to have problem. It's supposed to, you have to get entry point and then exit point. Then also, and all this have to be done along with the stakeholders. The stakeholders in this matter, you don't just go alone and start distribution. There are so many stakeholders that are important in that situation. The security is one of them. You must plan with them and then distribute with them. You must also take fire service with you in case there is fire. What do you do? Like what happened in Bauchi, I think, when last year when one Alaji was distributing zakat to the people. So many people lost their lives. There were no intervention, fire intervention, nothing. You have to rescue team. The rescue team must be available so that if there is any problem, the rescue team will go in and start operation immediately. And then you have to get the medical team. You have to have ambulance around in case of anything that can take people, rush them to the hospital immediately. And before then, you must have informed nearby hospitals that these are the issues, these are the events that is going on, and in case we have this, we will bring the patients or the victims to your hospital. You must have that understanding so that by the time you get to the hospital, you are not going to be delayed. And then also you must make sure that the communities are carried around. You along with this, you must tell them that this is what we are going to do, and this is the number of items you are going to share. If the number of items you are going to share is going to be less than what people are, then you have to make adequate arrangement that for safety, where you can keep far away from the people that they can see. But by the time you come and display everything on the floor, and even passerby who is also hungry, by the time he see that, definitely he will wait. And if you don't allow him to get in, he will use force. And I think that was what happened in Metama. Some people used force to break the gate and gain access. And even those that are there, if the items are few and the people are minimal, then people will start thinking, I will not get it. So I will do everything possible to make sure that I get it first. Exactly. So they will now cause trouble, and then there will be commotion, and then stampede starts. And that is the problem we are always having. We don't really adequately plan and involve the stakeholders. These stakeholders, they are not going to take anything from you. They can organize this thing for you, and everybody knows that, like Nigerian Red Cross, globally, this is their own job. Even we, in that aspect, we call them to come and distribute for us. So they will do the distribution and they will advise you.
So poor planning, coordination and all that is attributed to what is happening now. So what gaps should people look out for, while planning this kind of, exercise? And what should Nigerians who are going to receive these gifts from these people, look out for in case of...
Absolutely, you have to use the current situation you are. If you distribute 1 million bags of rice last year, it is not going to be possible for you to distribute 10 million rice safely this year. Considering what is in the land, there is hunger in the land. Whether we like it or not, we must address that issue. There is hunger in the land, and if you have 10 million bags of rice, before you know it, you must have gathered more than 30 million people around that area. So if you start distributing, definitely you know that there's going to be stampede, and so people will die. So the situation first, you will look at the situation first, then you start planning on the current situation. As the situation is changing, you are also changing. If you needed 200 policemen to be there, probably you have to tell the commissioner of police that you need 500 now, considering the situation you are looking at. And these people, the stakeholders that are having meeting, will be able to guide you and tell you that, look, the situation is so critical, we can't be able to really guarantee the lives of the people, the safety of the people. And in every situation there are safety protocols. Once we avoid the safety protocols, then we are in for it.
No.